Alright, so here we go. Playing some zombies, and I am going to do some cooking in this match. Now, I'm playing against a Dark Magician player. Surprise, surprise, spoiler alert. I start off with Xiamen right here. Xiamen's going to grab Foxy Toon. Foxy Toon's going to pitch itself to grab a Deer Note. Go into my level 8 Synchro. Let me speed this up. Of course, that's going to summon out the Ogre Dance right here. I like to go Ogre Dance if I can over the light because I don't have a lot of lights in this deck that I would like to banish. All my lights are kind of important. The only one is just Foxy Toon. That's the only one that I really don't need, which is why I run two of them in this deck. And then I grab his Dark Magician right here. That way, just in case it gets stuck on the field, he can't use it against me. Makes it harder for him to play, right? But I do have a Call by the Grave in hand, so when I do use my Call by the Grave, I can actually banish his Dark Magician before he gets the chance to even use it. He won't even have access to it. So I'm going to Vampire Sucker, put his Dark Magician onto the field. I will be able to pop this Dark Magician, so I'm not too worried about that. Diviner of Herald right here to send some cards. I'm going to send Kelbeck. Kelbeck, since I do have the Exchange of Spirit, I was able to set the Eradicator right here. Now let's look at this board, because of course this is, like I said, this is a deceptive deck in my previous videos. Basically, I can bring out this card. This will stop him from being able to special summon anything. I do have the option to do that with the Generator Boss right here. So that would prevent his Eternal Souls. I also still have the ability to shut him down with Al Ghul, or to stop him from being able to attack into me with Al Ghul. If this card gets banished, it summons itself back onto the field. Also, I still have Vampire Sucker, so I get to draw one every time something is summoned from the graveyard. Everything on the field is zombies right now. And then I also have Artifact Scythe, so I can Scythe lock him. I don't expect him to go into the extra deck much, so I'm not necessarily looking at the Scythe path. Full Force Virus Rivalry would absolutely screw him over, except if he already has a Dark Magician in his graveyard, because it would then become a zombie, and then he could basically play through the rivalry. So his Dark Magician is already a zombie, so doesn't stop him too much, as long as he's playing it through his graveyard. And then I got the Diviner set up, so now I can continuously use the Diviner over and over and over, and this will be brutal for him to be able to play through, because Diviner can basically send Keldo, Medora, Kelbeck, and Agito, and I can continuously mill over and over and over and over, and I can shuffle cards back. And one of the most important things for the Dark Magician deck is to get Dark Magician into the graveyard. If he works his ass off to get Dark Magician into that graveyard and then I shuffle it back into the deck, fucks him over. He saw what I was going to do, so he just pretty much quit. So I was going to actually tribute off the Baron de Flor, since I already used the negate. But my opponent pretty much just scooped or tribute off even the Diviner, which is actually what I think I ended up going with, and then use this effect. So I was going to bring back something with 3,000 or more attack, activate Eradicator, either pop the trap or pop the spells. It didn't matter, and he wouldn't have been able to do anything. If I had popped spells, all he would have been able to do was attack one time pretty much, and then, I mean, Eternal Souls can't do anything by itself, so popping spells would have been the answer there. And then my opponent just, he knew. So GG's, my boy.